starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Hooker. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here we go. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 5. Fields going to keep it running right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert team.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. Hooker wants to change the look. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit.
It's caught inside the 25. And touchdown. DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Sentinels get a bit closer. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Patterson now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
You got a mini base. Hey, Ken. Go.
On second down, here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. He'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And they are going for it. Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Moore, the motion man right. Out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often. But it doesn't work out. This offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Foreman will try to pick it up. And some room to roam now. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going. After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get this down to the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stop short of the 35. 3rd down, here's Foreman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. On the option right is Fields. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Sentinels are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from there on out.
That second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Hooker now off play action. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 3rd and 4. To throw is Fields. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
A gain of 14. First down.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to go. It's Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your?
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So that time, they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Johnson on poke free. Football's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And a little careless. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run it on first with Foreman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle, Johnson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On second down, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And quickly, they get to the line. Fields going to keep it once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They come up short here on fourth down. And the Lions will take over. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll go again with Gibbs. A little juke. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, here's Gibbs. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it, and they blow that up behind the line. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask
What
you,
was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it was to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there
was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throw caught by Raymond. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hendon Hooker doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Lions continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to prove, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
No shock here. For the 7th time in this game, it appears they'll go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Montgomery is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He's going to use his legs here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now back with the Lions. Here's Riley Patterson on for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the option to give to Foreman. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They go to Johnson again. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here we go, son.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, Fields has to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hooker. Throw here's incomplete. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. This 2nd and 4. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Foreman powering ahead. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to Foreman on 1st. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Fields pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is caught. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Jones breaking from the contact. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 4th down, here's the option. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter.